evening. Welcome to Pickle Vision. My name is Josh. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're well. Thank you very much for tuning in. It's Wednesday evening here in the UK, which means that there are only 2 more days, and then it's the weekend, which is generally considered to be a good thing. So we like to celebrate here by getting together, doing a bit of a live stream. Sometimes we do bits of hobby stuff, sometimes we don't. This is one of those times. Tonight we're just going to have a lovely chat. Do you know what? I've not even made myself a drink. I've been sat here thinking I'll make myself a coffee in a minute, and now I'm live, and that opportunity has gone. So I can't have a coffee. Hint. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Would very much like a coffee. Anyway, I hope you guys are all alright. I did turn the intro down. I turned it down. I thought it was quite enough, but clearly not. So sorry about that. Heart attack time. Brilliant. Yes, good evening everybody. Welcome to the stream. We're going to go for about an hour, I think, tonight. We're going to finish a little bit early. But we'll see how we get on, because I'm getting notifications that I'm dropping frames. So if there is any buffering on your guys' end, then apologies in advance. For some reason, it's just sort of shrugging at me today and going. Anyway, I hope you're all alright. It's a bit chilly in the house, so I've got my dressing gown on today. Nice and cosy. Nice and cosy. I've just eaten, we had cheeseburger and chips for tea, and then for pudding, for dessert, for afters, I've had a lovely spotted dick for pudding with some custard. It were bloody lovely, it were. So I'm all chilled out and mellowed now, full of food. Anyway, let's take a quick look through the chat, see who we've got with us this evening. So we have Boffnet first in the chat, straight off the bat. Welcome to the stream, buddy. Hope you're all well. One of our fantastic moderators. Lovely to see you. Who else we got? Cat Cave Hobbies. Welcome to the stream. Thanks very much for tuning in. We've got Yaravana, a name that I never tire of saying. Absolutely fantastic. Thank you very much for tuning in. Hope you are well. We've got Andres Stockett. Thank you very much for tuning in. Lovely to see you. Nightbot's here. Always good to see Nightbot. Nightbot, thanks very much for joining us. Know you're busy. We've got Pirate Queen Pickle all the way from the other room, but she has just gone into the kitchen to make me a coffee. Thank you very much. Good evening to you. Got Uncle Fatwig. Hi. Welcome to the stream. Hope you are well. Thanks very much for tuning in. Who else we got? We've got Graham Rig. Thanks very much for joining us, buddy. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're well. Peter Gronfeld, all the way from Denmark. Welcome to the stream, buddy. Hope you are well. Thank you very much for tuning in. Another one of our fantastic moderators. Followed up closely by Mr. Bram, Alex Barkley himself. The man, the myth, the legend. Thanks very much for joining us, dude. Welcome to the stream. Good evening, guys. Hope everyone is well. Gina Doherty, welcome to the stream. Thanks very much for tuning in. Lovely to see you as always. Conquest is waving from behind the airbrush setup. No problem at all. Good evening to Conquest as well. I always assume that if Peter Gronfeld is here, then Conquest will be here as well. So lovely to see you both. Alex Knott, thanks very much for tuning in. Welcome to the stream. Lovely to see you. Each and every one of you. Thank you to everybody in the chat for tuning in, and thanks to everyone else that is just watching and chilling while they're hobbying or painting or whatever it is that you're doing. Thank you very much for joining us. It's muchly appreciated. If you enjoyed the live streams, if you enjoy what we do, be sure to press the like button down below. I've got 16 people viewing and only 5 likes. Could do with more likes than that. Not that it makes a particular difference, because these streams are just exactly what they are, and I don't particularly promote much. But they're always appreciated. It's always nice to see a bigger number. That's what she said. Mrs. Wig is sat painting her nails next to me. Mrs. Wig, welcome to you as well. Lovely to see you this evening. Thanks very much for tuning in. Bang, welcome to the stream. Hope you're well. Thanks very much for tuning in. Lovely to see you this Wednesday evening. So I thought tonight we'll just do a chill stream. I will have a coffee very shortly, and we'll do a chill stream. We'll talk about some stuff. We'll look at Loki Approved a little bit later on. Speaking of the devil. Hi. Yeah, we'll look at Loki Approved a little bit later on. So if you want to show your stuff off on Loki Approved, be sure to go over to the Discord, link down below in the description. Share it in the Loki Approved channel. Yeah. Are you sure you want a coffee and not a white Russian? I don't know any Russians. Yeah, coffee for me is fine. But yeah, I don't. Do you know what? I don't think I've ever had a white Russian. I don't even know what goes into one. What goes into white Russian? Tia Maria. And or is it just Tia Maria? Well, that's just Tia Maria. Milky cream. This is thrilling. I've no idea. Someone will tell me. Has anyone got any experience with Umbra Tourist Minis from Spellcrow? Is it the small scale stuff? I've got to paint some of those soon. Good evening, Picklings. Hello, Picklings. Lapuno. Good evening to you. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're well. Thanks very much for joining us this evening. And also, good evening to Meandering Shade. Welcome to the stream. Ryan Dunfrey, what up? Welcome to the stream. Hope you're well. Thanks very much for tuning in. Look at all these lovely people. White Russians are the greatest. My favourite. When you are next down, I'll drag you to Heroes Bar. They do great ones. I am up for that. So, I've had 2 pints today. I went to look at a venue for the big after show party that we have for the theatre group. Once the show is finished, the show week is done, we have a big after show party, like the weekend after usually. And for various reasons, myself and Wendy are organising it this year. So I went out to look at a venue earlier on today. And while we're there, I was bought a couple of drinks. Thank you very much. Oh, this is my D&D mug. It's fine, it'll do for today. What's up? See if it's alright. Why are you pulling a face? No, that's fine. Yeah. This is my D&D mug though. But it's fine, I'll let you off. Apparently, White Russian is coffee liqueur, vodka, and cream and or whole milk.
That's what I said.
I can't remember what you said. It was too long ago.
Tia Maria.
He didn't say Tia Maria. He says coffee liqueur.
What is Tia Maria?
I don't know.
Coffee liqueur.
Oh, I've never had Tia Maria. I should probably have it because I like coffee. Anyway, on with the stream. You've left light on it, kitchen. Well, you complain at me for leaving lights on. Every penny.
You've left this light on here.
That's LED. Don't turn it off. You're ruining the ambience. Do you know?
I've got glow sticks. We can have those.
I might have had a few after work and another couple at home. Nice. But yeah, so I went out this afternoon, and while we were there, we thought it was rude to not have a couple of pints. So yeah, had a couple of pints. Take the bathrobe. I don't know what that is. Bathrobe? What's a bathrobe? Oh, you mean my bathrobe? Don't take my bathrobe off me. It's keeping me warm. Who else? Ravensrook, welcome to the stream. Hope you're well, buddy. Al Ritchie, welcome to the stream. White Russians are best with... I can't pronounce that. Kahlua. Kahlua. Well, there we go. I can't even speak. White Russians are better with Kahlua. I'd recommend Mr. Black's for coffee liqueur. Then add sugar syrup to taste rather than working with sweetened stuff like Kahlua or Tia Maria. Get the lights off and turn the resolution down. Do you know what? I'll. Bram knows what he's talking about when it comes to stuff like that because he does make drinks and stuff. Like Bram like is like, oh, I've done this and shook this thing and I've put this other thing in. Usually I just empty a bottle into a glass. That's me preparing a drink. Take it with you for the White Russians with Buff. What? Take my dressing gown with me when I go out with Buff now. I don't think that's it's not really outdoor attire, is it? I mean, to be fair, it is in Rotherham. It is going out to supermarket attire. White Russians shouldn't be too sweet. I've never had one. Maybe what we need to do is do a live stream at some point where I just try different cocktails. I'll just get a load of stuff in, and not stuff in like what you have with your Sunday dinner. As in, like, I'll get a load of stuff in, and we can just have cocktails. Bram, do you want to come and stay with us for the weekend, and we can do a stream, and you can just make me cocktails, or you can have some as well if you want. You do look like a Jedi now, so you could probs get away with wearing it. That's because of the hair. I don't know if you'd noticed, guys. Because I'm pretty good at hiding it, but I have got long hair. No one ever really comments on it. It's not a very well known fact. Just wave your hand at people if they don't like it. Yeah. You think you're some kind of Jedi waving your hand around like that? Are you telling me you've never seen The Big Lebowski? I don't know who he is. Is he on Twitter? The Christmas White Russian stream. I'm dreaming of a white Christmas. A white Russian Christmas. That's not a bad idea. Maybe I should just drink. It'd be perfect. Wear the bathrobe to the bar, have White Russians, and then go watch The Big Lebowski. Is it a film? I've never heard of that film. I feel like this is one of those times where normally it's me saying, I can't believe you've not seen that. But I don't know what it is. What are you lying for? Big Lebowski is incredible. Big Lebowski is incredible. Okay. Right. Is it on Netflix? A bit political in the current climate. Yeah, do you know what? I said it and then I heard it and probably not what I want to be shouting. Big. How do you spell it? Oh my god, dude, not seen The Big Lebowski. Oh, I feel like, yeah. I mean, of course I've seen Big Lebowski. And, you know, I really like the big character, Lebowski. He's my favourite. Actually, I need to watch the new Jeff Bridges thing on Disney. Big Lebowski's incredible. Wouldn't be too noticeable around here either. After about 6 PM, about 50% of shoppers in Shippy seem to think pyjamas are outdoorsy enough. Christmas falls on a Sunday this year, so the evening of the 23rd sounds like a cocktail stream to me. It's not a bad shout. I don't know what I'm doing this year. What's the dates? Right, let's have a look. Let's have a look. Have I got Alfie? Friday the 23rd. I've got Alfie. Have you seen Little Lebowski? Is that the prequel? Little Lebowski. I don't think it's on Netflix from the looks of it. Which Big Lebowski character are you talking about? Lebowski. The big one. It's not on Netflix, so I can't watch it on there. Is this a film? Is this a film, chat? Is this a film that I am going to have to watch now? Like, not now, but I mean, like, is this a film that I'm going to have to watch? Because I feel like I've offended people by saying that I've not seen it. I was speaking to someone the other day, and they've never seen Lord of the Rings. And I didn't really know what to say to them, or if I wanted to say anything to them ever again. Wan Xiao Shang Hao equals good evening. Good evening. In I don't know which language. Either, I don't know. Yes, need to watch it. Oh god, yes, it's brilliant. My wife uses an app called Letterbox D, and it shows what streaming services you can watch movies and shows on. Oreos are a 6 at best. Oreos are not a 6 at best. Get out. That's in reference to the podcast. So, quick note on the podcast. What were I saying? Quick note on the podcast. We recorded that on Saturday, and it was supposed to go out Monday, which is when it normally goes out. Now, I had a busy weekend. Saturday, I ended up... What did I do Saturday? I can't remember what I did Saturday. Do you know what? Saturday, I don't think I did much all day. I think I ended up just... I think we went out in the morning. No, I went out. I went out to my local Games Workshop in the morning after I'd finished recording, and then I got home and I sat and played Xbox most of the day because I wanted a day off. I played Xbox, and then we went out. We went bowling Saturday night, and then Sunday I was in York all day. Me and Wendy went up to York to go and visit Dave and his missus from MS Paints. And we were there all day. Had a lovely time. Went for a Sunday dinner. We had a few cup of teas. Yeah, we had a lovely time. Well, I had a lovely time. Wendy wasn't very well, so Wendy didn't really have a lovely time. But apart from not being well, she had a lovely time. Do you know what? I've just realised we're 15 minutes into the show, and I have not done any of the if you like this, what we're doing, then this is how you can support us stuff. Do you know what? I'm just not going to bother. You guys know how to support us. All the links are down below in the description and in the chat and stuff. I'll do it all at the end. So yeah, I'm not going to bother doing that. Tonight we're just chilling. We're just chilling and chatting. We'll have a look at Loki Approved in a bit. I just thought... I thought about maybe planning some conversations, but then I was just like, do you know what? We'll just see where the chat takes us. And then you guys have been fantastic so far. So let's have a round of applause for the chat. Round of applause for the chat for leading the conversation. You've been bowling and you haven't seen The Big Lebowski. Is it a bowling film? Right. Let's just, what is The Big Lebowski? Big Lebowski. The Big Lebowski, 1998. Okie dokie. Do you know what? I recognise that guy. I might have seen it at some point. Ultimate alias slacker Jeff the Dude Lebowski, mistaken for a millionaire of the same name, seeks restitution for a rug ruined by debt collectors, enlisting his bowling buddies for help while trying to find the millionaire's missing wife. Yeah, it doesn't sound familiar, but he looks familiar. What else has he been in? I love IMDb. Oh yeah, he's been in loads of stuff. Yeah, told Jeff. Yeah, I've definitely not seen that film. I would definitely remember a film about a bowling man. White Russian, bowling, robes, all he needs to do is talk about carpets and it's complete. dropped you the synopsis of Big Lebowski in the TV thread. It is a good film. I've seen it before. All right, Wendy, queen of culture, who's seen this. Smash the like button. Don't hit it too hard. Just, tap it not gently. Oh, is that from that film? That's just your opinion. Dean Paints Things, welcome to the stream, dude. Welcome. I hope you are well. Yeah, it's the guy from Iron Man. He's got more hair in this, though, by the looks of it, than he has in Iron Man. Actually, I've got hair. Do you know what? I'm still reeling from Monkey Boy thinking that Oreos are a 6 at best. Oh, that's what I was saying. Yeah, so the podcast, it was supposed to go out on Monday, which is when it normally goes out. I ended up being busy all weekend, and then I woke up. I went to bed Sunday night, woke up Monday morning. I was halfway through. What was I doing Monday? Was I filming or was I editing? I was doing something. And then, yeah, it got to like mid-afternoon. And I was like, oh, I didn't put the podcast out because I've not edited it. And then I forgot again. And then yesterday night I was sat there going, I forgot to put the podcast out again. So I edited it this morning before I started work. And it's dropped today. So if you've been missing the War Gamers Anonymous podcast, the episode that it went out today, basically, is what I was trying to say in a roundabout way, I guess. Basically, a new episode went out today. We talked about paint and we talked about Oreos. So, yeah, go listen to that if you want to listen to me and Elston talking nonsense for an hour and 15 minutes-ish. Loving that big snail you built and painted. Oh, that snail, right. That snail, I built and painted that about 3 weeks ago, I think. And it's been one of those things. Luke has not been well. Bless him. Yeah, he's not been well. He's not been well, and his family's not been well. And then he wasn't well again. So I basically built and painted it. He was doing all the stuff on the back of it. So it's been like delayed so much, that video. But it's got out today, finally. Luke edited that one. What's the snail's name? Snauron. Because it's a snail that's got like Sauron's eyes, so it's Snauron. I was not a huge movie person, so my wife and I got together. Now we have spreadsheets of stuff to watch. We have watched over 300 movies this year. That's amazing. Do you know what? I love people that use spreadsheets for stuff. Like, I don't know. I've got a feeling that Bram will agree as well. Just like using a spreadsheet to monitor hobby stuff or things like that. It's fantastic. We do stuff while watching movies. She's cross stitches and I play games. I can't do stuff while I'm watching a movie unless it's a movie that I've seen like hundreds of times. Like I can quite easily, like when I'm working, when I'm editing or when I'm painting or whatever, I will quite often put like TV shows and movies and stuff on, but only if it's ones that I've seen plenty of times. Like I quite happily rewatch like Back to the Future, Star Wars, like stuff like that. I will have on in the background while I'm doing other stuff. But if it's like a new movie that I want to sit and actually watch, I can't do anything else. I have to watch the movie. Same with TV shows. I have to watch it. Yeah. Andy Allen, welcome to the stream. Hope you are well. Thanks very much. The paint job on that snail was freaking sweet, though. Thank you very much. I had a lot of fun painting that. It was a hell of a lot of fun to paint. Because it's absolutely massive. It was absolutely massive, and it's obviously the section of me painting in the video is obviously trimmed down quite a lot. But I spent pretty much a full day painting that, because I just kept going back and forth with colours and deciding, like turning it down a bit. Then I turned it down a bit too much. Then I brightened it back up, and then I tinted it, and going back and forth and trying to get it so that it didn't look overly silly, but also it had all those variations in the colour and stuff. It was a lot of fun to do. It was a lot of fun to work on. Audiobooks are a better speed for me while doing hobby stuff, otherwise my paint just dries up. See, I can't listen to audiobooks because actually I don't mind listening to audiobooks while I'm painting, but I prefer listening to... I listen to a lot of podcasts. I've been catching up on... I've been listening to / watching Critical Role. So I've started with campaign 1, and I've been sort of working my way through. If I'm sat at my computer, or I'm sat eating or drinking in the morning or something, I'll put the video version on. Otherwise, I just have the podcast one on, because I can listen to it in the car and stuff as well then. And I'm up to episode 27. I'm on the last episode that Tiberius is in, for those that know. So I listen to those a lot. I'm massively into D&D again at the moment. I've always liked D&D. But having like a regular group, it was kind of hard. I had a group, it's the same group that I've started playing with now. But I had like a couple of years where I didn't really play. I took a step back, just because I'm busy and stuff. And then like we had the one on the server that Andy was running for a bit. And then I had to drop out of that because I'm busy with the channel and stuff. But everything's sort of falling into place now. So I'm doing this one Monday nights is D&D night. It's absolutely fantastic. I love it. And I'm actually running a one-shot this Saturday with a few people from the server. Andy was going to run it, but Andy, to be fair to Andy, he's had a busy... that's Quingo, for those that don't know. A busy few weeks, moved house and all sorts. So I'm taking over that. I'm assuming you've heard Hello from the Magic Tavern. No idea what that is. But it sounds like something that I want to know what it is. Saturday's the only D&D that matters. Saturday is going to be amazing. So Andy unfortunately had to sort of cancel what he wanted to do. But I know that I was looking forward to playing. And I know that at least one of the guys never gets to play because he's always a DM. So he never gets to play, and I know he was looking forward to playing. I know everyone else on the server was excited as well, so I just said, no, I'm not cancelling, I will do something. And I have written a one-shot, I've got it all planned out, I've got it all sorted, I am really excited. I've not DM'd for quite a while. I used to DM all the time, like the group that I played with originally, I DM'd for years. And then since then I've like played a couple of times, like in like one shots or like a few sessions, but then that's been about it. So it's gonna be fun to DM again for a one shot type thing. If this goes well, then what I might start doing is like once every couple of months, just doing one shots. And what I might do is sort of tie them together so that they are just one-off adventures by themselves, but then you can, if you want to play in the next one, you can use the same character and you can like progress their story a bit, or if not, then they can switch out and other people can switch in. I just think that'd be pretty fun, because I do like D&D, but I can't commit to another weekly one because I'm already doing one. But every now and then, and it'd be fun. It's fun for me to DM as well. So yeah, we'll see how this one goes, but I think it's going to go really well. Podcasts where I don't mind missing a few lines are fine for me, but audiobooks often take too much of my focus when I'm working. That makes sense. That makes sense. I really appreciate listening to some strange YouTube dude ramble while I paint. That would be me. Much love for taking the reins, dude. No problem at all, buddy. No problem at all. Happy to step in and help. Ooh, I can keep the same accent for different sessions if you want to. But this is the thing, like one shots are good because people can try different characters if they want to, or they can keep the same one and they can develop it, and then we can work your story into maybe one of the one shots, one of the campaigns or something. They're like, so it's cool like that. But like I like that they have a definite start and end within that session. That's how I ended up as a moderator. Yeah. But no, I'm really into D&D at the minute. I need to pick up the Dungeon Master's Guide and the Monster Manual at some point, because at the minute all I've got are the Player's Handbook and then Xanathar's Guide to Everything. Because that's all I really need as a player. I don't really need the other stuff, but because I'm going to start DMing, even if it's on a semi-regular basis, then yeah, I should pick them up really. But to be fair, like it's handy to have the D&D books for, you know, various projects. Ooh, show you what I printed. Where did I put it? It's up there. Because what I want to do at some point is organise a in live, in person D&D session, and I've printed this. So this is from it's a STL file from Warp Miniatures. It's a beholder, but I've loved this sculpt for a hell of a long time. I've loved this sculpt for longer than I've had a 3D printer. And it's been one of those that I kept going, I'm going to print that at some point and paint it. Like, just for the sake of printing and painting it. Like, not particularly for anything, but now that I'm, like, more into D&D again, like, it'd be cool to do an in-life session. But yeah, I really like this model. It's really cool. I think it's like, if you want to buy it, it's like £5 on my mini factory from Warp Miniatures. It might be like £4. It's not expensive, but it's really nice. And there's two different versions as well, because I've printed out the smooth eye version, but then there's one that's got like a groove in the middle of the eye for like its pupil, I guess. So yeah, there's a couple of different versions, but yeah, it's one of the nicer beholders that I've seen before. I'm looking forward to painting that at some point. The exact same model is sitting on my desk, printed by my son. It's awesome. It's such a nice model. I'll bring them to you at some point soon, dude. You're welcome to borrow them. That's fine, bud. I need to pick them up anyway, because I want to have my own set of stuff for if I want to plan stuff. But thank you. I appreciate that. Love that mini. Thank you. That's a good looking beholder. Sam Fettler, welcome to the stream. Hope you're well. One of my favourite D&D minis was a beholder I got in like 2001 from a comic book shop. One piece, all metal and heavy. Does anyone sell them, or are they only for printing? I don't know now, because Mr. Lee's Minis used to like do a print on demand service for Warp Miniatures stuff, but Mr. Lee's Minis isn't a thing anymore. So I don't know. There will be other places, like if you have the STL file and you say, I want this printing, how much please? I mean, to be fair, so the issue with STL files is you pay for the STL file. Like, I own that STL file, but I don't own distribution rights for it. So I can't print mine and send it to people. Now, if you bought the STL file so that you own it, then I could print it for you and send it you. Do you know what I mean? It's that sort of thing. Might be able to get them on Etsy. Check your email when the stream ends. When the stream ends? My email. I'll check. I can't. No, it's not showing up. But I mean, the stream's not ended, so that's probably why. Need to check it later. You might be able to get them on Etsy. Beholders are scary. Beholders are scary. They are. They're tough. If you need an extra body for the in real life D&D session, give me a shout. Absolutely, I will. It'll be something that I'll organise on Discord. And to be honest, what I would like to do if I organised an in real life one, the place that we're going for the Christmas meetup in Nottingham, we're going to the Dice Cup in Nottingham, which is a fantastic place. But we've got a couple of tables booked for like various gaming and stuff. But they have a role-playing room that is like, it's all decorated, really cool. It's got a really cool gaming table and stuff. And I would like to hire that out for a day and go and play there, just because I think that'd be really cool. Be like nice special event type thing. Just do a day playing D&D. It'd be awesome. My first interaction with the Beholder was on a game cover or ad for TSR Game Pools of Radiance, I think it was, back in the 80s or early 90s. So my, it's one of those monsters that's like, it's kind of iconic and I've seen it a lot. But I've never come across one like in a game. Like I've never put a Beholder in a game, and I've never played in a campaign that's had a Beholder in it. It's one of those things, in it. A lot of people steer clear of a lot of things you'd expect in D&D because they don't want it to be like a cliche. So like for a game called Dungeons and Dragons, like there's often like a massively, shockingly low amount of dragons because people just like it's expected, isn't it? And Beholders, I think, fall into the same category. Like people just be like, oh yeah, it's Beholder, classic D&D monster. Like no. But I like stuff like that. It's fun working stuff like that into a campaign or into a session or whatever. It's because it numbs you to death. It does, and it basically just looks at you, and that's it. Game over, punk. That room is brilliant. That room is so nice. It's a really cool room. So yeah, I'd like to book that. And like organize a session, maybe like I'd do, but what a cliche! It's a cliche worth having, in my opinion. I fully agree, and spoilers. If I end up doing a few, one shots, and doing them as a, as like a sort of connected group of events, then I'll probably will put one in at some point. It was on the front of the D&D 2nd edition Monsters Manual. It's actually on the cover of Xanathar's Guide. Currently is a Beholder. Looking at a little fishy. What do you think of the upcoming D&D movie? Do you know what? Ooh, I've just destroyed my desk. Do you know what? I've not actually looked into anything about the D&D movie. But I'm going to see it. Me and the group that I play D&D with on a Monday, apparently, we're going as a group, as a D&D group thing. But I've not looked into anything about the movie itself. Not for any particular reason. It's just not one of those things that's on my radar. Like, have they announced cast and stuff like that, or anything about it? Yeah, have they announced like cast and stuff, or is it just a thing that they've said that they're doing and we don't know anything yet? I want to use a Beholder as one of those everyone in the party dies so I can introduce a character that saves them thing. But otherwise I never fought one or used one in a campaign. I'd like to put one in, but there's a trailer. Well, let's get that queued up for after the stream. D&D trailer. Dungeons and Dragons Honor Among Thieves official trailer 3 months ago. Okay. Right, let's get that. Oops. I didn't mean to click on whatever I clicked on. There we go. Let's get that queued up for later. Isn't Hugh Grant in the D&D movie? Hugh Grant? Wow. Okay, I'm going to have to watch that later now. I'm Benedict Cumberbatch. Oh, wow. It's probably going to be good then. I've seen very few dungeons and even fewer dragons, more forests and goblins than anything else. Never played D&D. Uncle Fatwig, D&D is amazing. If you want to join one of the one-shots that I'll be doing, let me know. Because I think you'd have a hell of a lot of fun. They are a lot of fun. Actually, you guys can help me decide. I need to... I've got a few like NPCs. Like I've got names and stuff. For various people that might get spoken to, or like that might interact with the party, or the party might interact with. I've got stuff like names and like character traits and stuff. But I could do with some suggestions for accents, because I do like to put voices on when I'm doing D&D. So any suggestions for accents? I've already got Scottish. I've already got a Scottish accented person. So any suggestions for accents? Have you sorted voices for them all? That's what we're getting onto now. So there's I've got like a couple of the main ones that I've got sussed out. You need some halflings. I play a halfling in my in the session, in the group that I play with on a Monday. I'm playing a halfling bard, and so far it is going amazingly well. I've played 4 sessions. 2 of those were combat encounters and 2 of them were role-playing sessions. I have 4 kills to my name. 2 of those kills were from Vicious Mockery, which is even funnier. And then 2 of them were from The Blender, or as it's actually known, Cloud of Daggers, I think it's called. Total is the best race. We've got a total in our group. Mr. Quingo, Mr. Andy. Matt Mercer seems to fall back on Cockney for his NPCs. Cockney's easy to do. My halfling is Cockney. So I could do that. How about Welsh? I'm not very good at Welsh accents. I can say like the odd word, but then after that it just sort of falls into just generic, not my accent. Could speak Norwegian. I don't think I can learn Norwegian before Saturday. That's the thing. You know what I mean? Like 2 days might be a bit of a push. Spanglish. Vicious Mockery is great. Got a few kills on that online one we did with Quingo. Even better with my Scouse accent. Brummy. You alright, mate? How's it going? Listen here, do you want to sort this dragon out? You're not down with the valleys. I can pass for some. If you're doing in real life, Elston and Mr. Smith will be actual halflings. Heads up, I'm Irish this weekend. That's fantastic. My current character is a Harangon Artificer Alchemist. She's been a ton of fun to play. That sounds cool. So I'm playing a halfling bard called Eddie Rumblefingers. And I've purposefully gone for like a very different character for this campaign that I'm playing in, because I normally go for either go for like a heavy, like an offensive magic user, like a warlock or a wizard or something, and do that. And like the backstory is always like, you know, high elf born, stuff like that. And, you know, I'm the rebel of the family going off an adventure. I'm like next in line for something or other. I always do that. And then the last one that I did, I was a halfling rogue, because I wanted to do something different. But again, they're like quite high damage output, and that was fun enough. But this one, like, because it's an ongoing one, I wanted to challenge myself and do something very different. So my character is not designed to deal damage at all. I have Cloud of Daggers and Vicious Mockery, and I think I've got another cantrip. I think it's Thunder Wave, I think. It's not Thunderclap, it's the smaller version. I'm sure it's called Thunder Wave, which doesn't do a lot of damage. And I think they are all of my damage dealing spells, and everything else that I use is stuff that is, you know, to mess with people or to help in other situations. So yeah, my character is not designed for dealing damage at all, which makes it even more funny that I've got 4 kills to my name so far. My character in my in real life group is from the Black Country. Really winds off the other guys as he is a brummie. Brilliant. I always like characters that are a bit odd, such as a character that is blind and causes problems for the players to communicate and needs to describe stuff in detail. I've got a half-orc bard who had a happy upbringing, is rich and enjoys life, tried to break away from the stereotypical background. He even plays the flute. Bateman 007, welcome to the stream, buddy. Hope you are well. Thanks very much for tuning in this evening. We're talking about all sorts of nonsense. Currently, we're talking about D&D. So in my current campaign, I so far have... Yeah, we did one combat, and I've got a spell called Suggestion, which we were on like an airship, and we got attacked by some creatures. I can't remember what they were. I think they were Jinn. Partway through the combat, I used Suggestion on one of them and stopped him from fighting and convinced him that he just really, really wanted to have a cup of tea. So he stopped fighting and started heading towards to have a cup of tea. And one of the other guys in the party then just bopped him on the head with his sword. So that was fun. I also jumped off of said airship when it started crashing, using a torn piece of fabric as a makeshift parachute, which then burned into nothingness and I plummeted to the ground. Luckily, I rolled very well and I took 0 damage because of reasons. So that was cool. Vicious Mockery has been hilarious though. The last session that we did, I used illusion, a minor illusion or disguise or whatever it's called, and turned myself into, so I looked like the enemies that were searching the wreckage, but they were all talking to each other. So I made my illusion that I'd got a scar across my neck so that I couldn't talk, like I've not got a voice anymore. And I rolled a fantastically high performance check, and I put on the performance of a lifetime. I was in there with them. I started a union. I was organising carpools with the bad guys for work. It was fantastic. And then everyone else started attacking them, and I still got my illusion up. And then my illusion was so good that my party members started attacking me as well. I say my party members. Andy started attacking me as well. because his character didn't know it was me. Yeah, it was good. I love. Do you know what? I do love D&D. I'm really looking forward to this Saturday. I've got some really cool stuff planned. It's going to be so good. It's going to be so good. If people would be interested, I'd quite happily at some point organise with a group of people that would be up for it. But I'd quite happily stream a game of D&D. It's like a one-off thing, not like something that I'd do all the time. But like I'd quite happily stream like either a one-shot or do it over a few streams and play through like a small adventure or something. I'd need to get like a group of people that would be like properly up for that. And you know, like properly doing voices and stuff like that. But yeah, I'd be up for doing something like that if you guys would like to see that. Hobby Corner Kev, welcome to the stream, buddy. Hope you're well. Thanks very much for stopping by. Mr. Hobby Corner Kev live streams every Friday at 9 o'clock. Go and check him out at the Hobby Corner. I'm up for streaming a one-shot. Well, I knew you would be, Mr. Boffnet. To be fair, anytime I think about organising stuff like D&D type things, I pretty much just reserve you a spot always because I know that you'd be up for it. Obviously, like date permitting, but yeah. I got some cool stuff as well on my desk in front of me. I've got loads of glow-in-the-dark stuff. It's where's my? I've got some pigments. I've got some spectral green gel, and some stuff. What I like about this is this is it's yellow, and then you shine some UV on it, get it UV'd, and then it glows for a bit because it just keeps it. It's science magic. It's the actor in me trying to get out. That's exactly what it is, man. That's exactly what it is. Cheers for the shout, mate. No problem at all, Kev. No problem at all. I'll have to watch some streams. I'd be happy doing some voice work. We're not going to get paid. It's for fun. I don't think you'll be able to do a different accent that's not Cockney Wide Boy. Boffnet the Thespian. Me and Boffnet are both thespians? Thespi? What's the plural of thespians? Thespian. It is just thespians, isn't it? Thespiones. Thespiones! I'd quite like to do that. Maybe we need to have a chat about that. If I can get a group, like 4 or 5 players, and then me DMing, I'd be happy doing that. Could live stream it. Don't forget all to put your submissions in Lucky Proof 10 minutes before we start looking. Don't know, 6 seasons of Peaky Blinders and I could pull off a convincing Brummie. I do Yorkshire, and Yorkshire with a smattering of Yorkshire. I mean, I do some accents. Some are better than others. But I can do accents. Wendy can do accents. Yorkshire and Tarn. I'll have a chat, Boffnet, and try and get something organised, and then we'll put feelers out. Yeah, Wendy's quite good at accents, to be fair. I want to get Wendy playing D&D because I think she'd really enjoy it. I could probably slip Scouse or Geordie. I'm really looking forward to Saturday. Every time Wendy visits family, right? Listen, I've met Wendy's family once, and that was a treat for the eyes and the ears. Wasn't it, dear?
Oh yeah.
Oh, yes.
There's a reason I've moved up the country.
Yeah, there's a reason why Wendy lives in Rotherham now. That could be the premiere of Wilmot de Albuquerque, but I'd have to practice my flute playing. Well, we all need to practice our flute playing eventually, darling. As long as everyone knows not to let Elston do accents. Yeah. Do you know what? I reckon Elston would be up for D&D. I'll ask him. I'll see if Elston will join us for a live stream D&D. Do you know what as well? Atmos Seeker. He had me on streaming with him once, so I'd like to get him in maybe. That'd be good, because he's a D&D player. I don't know why I'm struggling for that word. Yeah, he likes D&D, so that'd be cool. Might see if I can get Luke in as well. That'd be funny. I'd have to mark it as not for kids. Not that it would be anyway, but definitely not if I had Luke in. What time am I? 5 to. We've got 5 minutes before we 5 minutes before we move over to check out Loki Approved. Let's get Loki Approved open. Luke and Elston. Luke and Elston. That guy's a master of the D&D craft. Ooh, Atmos Seeker. Atmos Seeker's an absolute legend. Absolute legend. I forgot what I was going to say now. What's a good D&D stream to watch for a noob? I don't know for a noob, because I've played D&D for a long time. Not like actively, but I played D&D a long time ago, so I knew how to play. If you want, at some point, Fatwig, if you want to meet up, I can always just talk you through stuff. Critical Role's good, but I wouldn't start with Season 1. I would probably just... Because they get a lot... I've realised... Because I've never played too much 5th edition. I've always played 4th edition. And it's not until, like, the last year or so that I've started playing 5th edition in little bits and pieces. So I started going through and watching all the Critical Role stuff. And a lot of the stuff in there, especially early in Season 1, it's just wrong. Like, they get loads of stuff wrong. So if you're watching it to learn stuff, maybe not the best. D&D's easy though. Once you've got your character sheet done up, all your stats are there, and then you just literally just say what you want to do, and then it's your DM that has the hard job. DM tells you, what you need to do and stuff. They're the ones that need to know everything. Characters, fine. Campaign 2 is a good starting point. I've not watched Campaign 2. I've only ever watched like bits of Season 1. But I decided I wanted to... Didn't they start with Pathfinder? Yeah, they played Pathfinder and then they switched to D&D because it's obviously a more, I guess, recognisable game. Because it's D&D in it, it's Dungeons & Dragons. but they get a lot of stuff wrong because it's like rules that are in Pathfinder that aren't in D&D. So yeah, but yeah, something like that. All you have to do is guess what the DM wants you to do and do the opposite. That's what every DM wants to hear. Yeah, we're gonna move on to Loki Approved. We'll move on to that, and I'm probably gonna call the stream after Loki Approved. Yeah. Right. Okay. Let us move over to Discord. So here we are. Thank you, Mr. Boffnet, for opening up the got a split, helping the wife sell stuff on Facebook. Carbu, have a great night, everyone. No worries, Kev. Cheers, dude, for stopping by. I imagine I might be like that. Always great seeing your face, Mr. Pickle. No problem at all, Kev. You're very much welcome. So yeah, thanks Boffnet for opening up the Loki approved stream this evening. Channel rather, not stream. With the lovely rhyming rhymes. Darkness falls across the land. The Pickle hour is close at hand. Creatures crawl in search of blood to terrorize y'all's neighborhood. And whosoever shall be found without the soul for getting down must stand and face the hounds of hell and rot inside a corpse's shell. The foulest stench is in the air, the funk of 40,000 years, and grisly ghouls from every tomb are closing in to share your doom. And though you fight to stay alive, your body starts to shiver, for no mere mortal can resist the awesomeness of Loki approved. Yeah, cheers for that, Buffett. That was lovely. I'm going to jump now. Life's been a PITA recently, so feeling it a bit. We'll catch up on Loki approved thread later. Sure, it's all awesome as usual. You must know where that is from. Of course I know it's from. It's from Thriller. I'm not a complete numpty. Yeah, good night, Dean. Cheers for tuning in, buddy. And hope you are okay. Okay, so after that awesome intro there from Buffnet, we have, pardon me, Not 47. It's first up. Eyeballs and Bummels this week. Metallics are the next big job. They're just base coated so far. Tell you what, this is looking fantastic. I absolutely love this. It's such a cool conversion, and with the stuff like the it looks proper nurgly. Do you know what though? Like, seeing stuff like this makes me think like why it's not more like this, like just out the box, like with all the like tentacly bits and growth, and it looks more like a Nurgle tank than it does straight out the box. I absolutely love it. Fantastic work. The colours are amazing as well. Really like all the pink and browns and stuff on the like tentacly bits and growth bits. I really like this eye down here as well. I mean, I like this one up here because, you know, obvious reasons. But this one down here just looks absolutely spot on. Looking forward to seeing what you do with the third eye. Hey. Butthole. Yeah, this is looking awesome, dude. Tank looks absolutely spot on. It is the bee's knees. It's the dog's dangly bits, etc., etc. Absolutely love it. That's gross. I love it. Yeah. Next up, we've got Uncle Fatwig. 3 cans finished. Starting my new kit bash project Friday. Look at these. Love the colour scheme. Wob, 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 wob. Absolutely love it. White and pink. Really works. I like that these are the colour scheme. I like how sort of like clean it is, but then when you look, like there is like bits of weathering and like rust and like just bits and pieces in there, but overall it looks quite nice. It's a really nice colour scheme. I do love it, because then all the random colours like really pop out, like the blues and reds and yellows and stuff. Absolutely fantastic work, dude. Looking forward to seeing what the new kit bash project is that's coming on Friday. Next up, we've got Adeptus Smurfus, Peter, our very own moderator. I also have Orcs done, Warg and all that. The enthusiasm was awesome there, dude. I really like this model. It's really, really cool. Yeah, I really, really like this model. Fantastic job on this as well. This colour. Go on, the colours on this are really, really nice, like the shading and stuff. I really like that green skin. It's a little bit different to how I normally do mine. I'm usually a little bit brighter. But yeah, that is very, very nice. Love it. Oh, look at these. Here they are, look. Goblin boys. Them bases are really nice. Did a nice job on those. I mean, the goblins are nice as well. But the bases are really cool. I'll be at local GW Friday if you're about, Captain. Ooh, what time? What time, Mr. Wig? Wiggity 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 whack. Yeah, fantastic work on those, dude. Next up, we've got Caesar. Birdman completed for my Saturday D&D group. I absolutely love this model. Love the purple on the wings. I really like the beak. It's nice, vibrant yellow. I just think these really nice colours. Looks absolutely fantastic. Really nice clean paint job on this as well. Absolutely love it. Nice work, Caesar. Next up, we've got Katie. Sorry, lots of photos. Don't ever apologise for lots of photos. After my driving lessons, so after 1 or 2-ish, I will let you know, because I might pop in for a bit. It depends how I get on with editing, but I'll keep you appraised. Anyway, Katie, sorry, lots of photos. Finished a load of work in progress this week. Cursed City Mini of the Month, Librarian in Phobos Armour, and last month's Mini of the Month Squat. I absolutely love this, this little gargoyle. It's such a cool model. Really nice paint job as well. I really like that green. I really, really like green. Look at this Phobos Librarian. It is so nice. So nice. That sword in particular, that looks absolutely fantastic. I absolutely love it. Nice clean edge highlighting. I really like the effect as well on the cape. All the shapes as well on the cape. Absolutely fantastic. Love it. It's such a lovely model. I really do like that one. It's a squat boy. Love the squats. I'm really, really looking forward to doing some squats at some point. Not like as in exercising, because that would be insane. I mean like painting some space dwarves. Really like this. Really like the colour scheme on this as well. Absolutely fantastic. I love it, Katie. Next up, we've got a little diorama. Divorce of Chucky. So we've got a lady with a big sword and a little halfling. This is really cool. I like that fire in the background. That's cool. That's a right cool little vignette. That's really cool. Awesome work on that, Dang. That is pretty darn cool. Really like that. Next up, we've got Andy working on adding highlights to this second-hand Caradon's done, or second-hand Caradon's got. This guy's pretty much done, but just adding finishing touches. But he's looking really nice, dude. It's nice to see you enjoying painting and stuff again, and getting back into this side of the hobby. And they are nice models. I do like the steampunk dwarves. These are looking cool. Look at these. Plenty on the go. Awesome work, dude. Looking forward to seeing some more paint on these. Next up, we've got Boffnet. Being busy. Here's my D&D avatar for Saturday. So this is the D&D avatar that Boffnet is using this weekend. Absolutely fantastic. Last of my units for my 2,000 point Nighthorn army. Look at these. Lovely work. Blooming lovely. And as required, a slightly spooky army shot. Look at this. Absolutely love it. Absolutely fantastic, dude. That's a really nice looking army. Plus, I have been building a 1-to-1 scale torture chair so we can strap children to it and torture them in front of a room of about 300 people, including their parents. I mean, you know, we've all got to have a hobby. Brilliant. This is what we do when Pickle streams from Pirate Queen Pickle. It's Lurky approving of blankets. And that is Lurky very much approving of blankets. She does like a good blanket. And she does like a nice cuddle. Bless her. There you go. We all need to see more Lurky. Next up, we've got Deng again. This is what I'm working on tonight. Dug out a very old, 20 plus years abandoned project that I intend to complete this time round. It's 2 units of 7 Wild Riders from my old Wood Elf Warhammer army. Wow. Old school. Well, hopefully this time round you will manage to get them done and get them painted. Looking forward to seeing them finished, or at least in a more painted state next time. I do like the old school Warhammer stuff. Awesome, dude. Looking forward to seeing what you do with these. Next up, we've got Sam Fetler. I just need to do the base for this tactical support sergeant. Oh, I tell you what, this looks awesome. I really like the blemish on the skin where he's got his thing attached to his head, like bruising almost. That's really nice. Nice work on the eye as well, and that plasma glow is fantastic. It's very, very nice. Absolutely love it. Awesome work. I do keep saying I'm going to get some heresy stuff. I just haven't done yet, but I keep saying I'm going to, and you know, it's the thought that counts, isn't it? So. But yeah, that's awesome, dude. Love that red as well. That red's very nice, very vivid. Next up, we've got Raven's Rook. Lots done this week. Finished my Kit Bashed Warhammer Plus model. Added the finishing touches to my Stone Boys. Oh yeah, also finished my first ever Armies on Parade board for this year's competition. Love this model. Absolutely fantastic. I've still got mine in box. I've not even opened it yet. Debating what to do with mine. Because I don't do Iron Jaws. I do Cruel Boys. So I don't know what to do with mine yet. But I absolutely love this. It's really nice. Awesome work on that. Stone Boys, fantastic as ever. Love them. This guy. This one's my favourite, I think. Yeah, I think this one's definitely my favourite. That one's cool as well, though, to be fair. And that one as well. So if the last three are my favourite, I think. Love these, dude. Absolutely fantastic work, Phil. Come all together. Here we go. Here's the Armies on Parade. Bad Moons, no Umis. Love it. Love the ramshackle orc sort of scrapyard, mech shop. This is fantastic. Really nice use of corrugated card and plastic card and all sorts of bits and pieces. Really creative. Absolutely fantastic, dude. Love that work. All the little details. Absolutely awesome. Smashing. Ooh, what's this? Ooh, these are the Wookiee houses. This is from Lau Lau. So these are the Wookiee treehouse bits of terrain for Star Wars Legion. These look fantastic. Those are the 3D printed. They're really nice though. I mean, they're really nicely printed and nicely painted as well. These are going to look fantastic. I can't wait to see this board. Oh, they come to pieces as well, so that you can like get inside them and stuff. That's really handy. Look at the tree. The size of that tree. Where's that tree from? Is this printed or is it? Have you sculpted that? That tree's massive. I mean, I guess it's got to be. Hope to share a small video of the completed project in next Loki approved. I very much look forward to seeing that. Very, very much looking forward to seeing that board. Next up, we've got Bram. Tonight's progress: drowning grumpy robot vehicles in rust. Oh, it's clay. Oh wow! So that's all hand sculpted. That's amazing. Here we go. Bram's back on the Necron. The Necron. I wanted to say bandwagon, but it's not really a bandwagon. Necron team. Necron hype. I don't know. He's doing Necrons. Not always nice to see Necrons the desk. I've got 2 of these to build. And I've not brought myself around to doing them yet. I need to clear off some of the stuff that I've got built up for my Necrons and get it into the cabinet. Because I've got loads of stuff that is either part painted or it's just built or it's primed. I need to get a lot of that stuff off my shelf and into my cabinet so that I can get other stuff on there. Some of the big stuff that's taken up space is a Catacomb command barge and a monolith and about 1 million tomb blades and a ghost arc. They're the big things I need to get moved. Got to love you and leave you guys. Been a long day at work. I'm back again at 6. No problem, buddy. Thanks very much for tuning in. Hope you have a nice day at work tomorrow. And I'll let you know about Friday. I'm sure I'll be able to pop down for half hour or so. Gonna love you and leave you. Also up at 5:30, so gonna grab a shower and hit the site. Have a great week/weekend. Sam Fettler, thanks so much for tuning in. Lovely to see you in the chat, buddy. Always a pleasure. Thanks very much for tuning in. Hope you enjoy the rest of your week and your weekend. With that, we're at the end of Loki Approved as well. So thanks, Bram, for sharing your rusty Necrons with us. Looking forward to seeing these finished off, especially in your colour scheme as well with the blue and stuff. They're going to look fantastic. So thanks very much for sharing those. And thank you to everybody else for sharing your miniatures, your works in progress, your finished pieces and everything in between. It's been absolutely awesome. But yeah, I've got a couple of shelves that are empty in the Necron cabinet. A couple of other shelves that have only got a couple of bits on them. And yeah, I've got a lot of big stuff that's built up and it's taken up. Like that, a lot of that on there is Necrons. And it's all the stuff that I can't put away because it's all built. I ain't really got anywhere to put it. It's the stuff on there. And then what you can't see is I've got like 2 boxes that are just full of stuff over there on top of the table in the corner. So yeah, I could do with getting through some of that and putting paint on it. At some point, I could do with doing it really. Always a pleasure to be here, buddy. Hopefully catch up with you again soon. Yeah, it'd be nice to have a catch up again soon. Actually, I want to organise some gaming stuff at some point. Like, I want to play some games. I've got Curse City that I want to play, and I've got Hero Quest that I want to play. But it's finding time to do it. Kind of tempted to take either one of those or both of them with me to the meetup in at Christmas and take them and see if people fancy playing through like a mission maybe. The issue with that is that they're only like 4-player and then a game master, so we won't be able to include everyone. It's an idea though. I might suggest that. But there we go. Thank you to everyone for submitting your stuff for Loki Approved. It's always fantastic. Funny fact, I'm making a Kashyyyk board. Still don't have any Wookiees. I have Zulu African themed Geonosian warriors though. Absolutely fantastic. You need to get yourself some Wookiees. My Star Wars Legion stuff is it's progressing. So that shelf is full. Like, I can't get anything else on that shelf. It is full of Star Wars Legion stuff. That is about half of my droids. Basically everything that's on that shelf I've got again. Plus loads of characters and a tank. So I need to clear that top shelf off so that I can put Star Wars on the top 2 shelves. There was me thinking, oh, all my droids will fit on one shelf. Nope. Not even a little bit. So yeah, it has stalled a little bit, that project, mainly because of other projects that I've got. So I'd be happy to blow up that half with my clone so you can replace it. You're all right, actually. I don't want him blowing up. But yeah, I've been busy with bits and pieces. I've been painting some stuff for work, which you can't really see because it's all the way back there. But I've been painting up some. Oh, you can see even less now. Let me grab one. Not that you'll be able to see properly. I've been painting up these for work. These are 3D prints from Spellcrew, which I've been filming some bits and I'm going into it tomorrow to film some other bits. These are lion people. You can tell why I'm painting them. So yeah, I painted up 5 of those. They were actually pretty fun to work on. They're really nice models and I just did a really quick paint job on them. So that video will be out hopefully Friday maybe. It depends how long it takes to edit. I think it's supposed to be out Friday, but we'll see. I have the same problem. I've got too many for my shelves as well. Those guys look great. What scale are those? So I think they're supposed to be like 32mm scale. I think they're just big enemies. Luke's painting some that are smaller. But I'm going in tomorrow to finish filming that. And then editing it tomorrow afternoon and Friday. So I've been busy with that. I've been busy trying out the new Duncan Rhodes paints, the 2 thin coats paints, trying those out. So I painted, I've shown them off on the Discord, I think. I've painted 2 Aeronautica ships. They're actually on that shelf down there because I didn't have anywhere else to put them. So there's 2 painted, there's an Eldar one and a Space Marine one. Trying out those new paints. I also started painting up an old Citadel Green Dragon with them as well. But I've not done anything else on that. And I've started working on the new Underworlds box, the Knollwood box, which Games Workshop kindly sent me. Started working on that. Working on the skeletons specifically in that box because they are very, very nice skeletons. I was hoping to have a video out this weekend painting those. I might still get one out with it being like spooky season and skeletons and stuff, but if I'm honest, I have put out a lot of videos recently, and not that I'm not burnt out, but I've put a lot of stuff out, and then with doing that and then working from home for work and filming stuff and like other bits and pieces going on, I'm just a bit like I feel tired. So I've not done too much work on my own stuff over this last week really. I've done bits but like not a lot. And like this week as well, like with Alfie being off school because it's half term, Wendy's not got rehearsals, so like Tuesdays and Thursdays normally Wendy's at rehearsal, and then I'll get a bit of filming and stuff done. Not that I'm using that as an excuse, but it's been nice to just do other stuff. Like last night we went out for a Chinese. Tomorrow we've not got anything planned for tomorrow, I don't think, so I probably will do some filming tomorrow. Yeah, we'll see. It'll be out when it's out. I did want to get it out before that box comes out, but I don't think I will because I think it's out. It was on pre-order last Saturday, so I think it comes out this Saturday. I don't think it's a 2-week pre-order window, but we'll see. They're very nice models either way. Anyway, I'm going to... You've been on the grind, mate. Everyone's happy when a vid comes out. I know. That's it. I don't feel that pressure anymore that I have to get videos out every whatever. Like, I know when they come out, people will watch them, and they'll be better for it rather than rushing them. It's not that, but it's been like... My issue is I've had loads and loads of ideas recently that I've wanted to do, but then it's like I knew that these paints were turning up, and I'm like, right, I'll do a video using those paints, and then I knew that I would get in like stuff from Games Workshop, and I'm like, right, I'll do videos on them when they turn up, and like a few other bits and pieces, well, like all this Green Stuff World stuff, because they've sent me another 12 bottles of dipping ink. I don't know if these are new colours or what, but there's like another 12 bottles there. They're different colours to the ones that I had the first time round, but I don't know if this is just the other half of that 24 set or if these are a new 12. I think they're new, I'm not sure. And a load of glowy stuff. So like, I knew that I got loads of stuff turning up from various places, but then it all turned up at once, and it sort of overwhelmed me a little bit. It's a nice problem to have, I guess. But yeah, we'll get stuff done. And there's like other random bits and like personal projects that I want to do. Yeah, I'll get around to stuff. I'm having a few days off. That's all. I'm having a few days off. Anyway, I'm gonna love you and leave you because I am probably gonna go and do a little bit of building now. I need to start working on my Skaven. Because I'm going to Warhammer World at the end of November to play some Age of Sigmar with one of my friends. So I need to get my Skaven army built and painted. I've not decided on a colour scheme yet either, so I need to decide on that as well. But for now, I'm going to love you and leave you. Thank you very much for tuning in. Thanks for hanging out on in the chat. Thanks for watching the stream. Hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, leave a like down below. Leave us a comment if you're watching back in the future. Not if you're watching back to the future. Just if you're watching this stream back. Leave us a comment. If you want to help support the channel, there are numerous different ways you can do so. You can first and foremost check out the Patreon. Links down below. If you sign up to the Patreon, it gets you access to the VIP room over on Discord, which is essentially like a direct line to me. I will always reply to stuff in there. The rest of the server I do try and keep on top of as much as I can, but with being as busy as I am now, it's getting harder and harder. But in the VIP room, always reply to you and have a chat and stuff and offer feedback and help and whatever. As well as that, you get your names on videos that show up in the credits at the end. You'll get exclusive content over on Patreon, whether that's behind the scenes stuff, whether that's vlogs, whether it's dedicated like tutorials just for Patreon members. And then there's a few other things as well, like you'll get stickers if you sign up at a certain level, and you'll get miniatures if you sign up at the top level as well. Other ways to do so are to use the affiliate links down below for Grim Dice Tabletop Gaming or for Element Games whenever you're picking up new hobby products or new projects or whatever. Go and check them out. It gives us a kickback and it doesn't cost you guys anything extra, so it's good helpings. And that is about it. Massive thank you to the mods for everything that they do in the chat and on the Discord server. Could not do what I do without you guys. So massive thank you to you. Massive thanks to everyone in the chat and everyone that watches the videos and supports us and is part of the Discord and all that sort of stuff. It really is fantastic. So massive thank you to all of you guys. And that's it. I'm going to love you and leave you. Have a fantastic rest of your evening and the rest of your week. And I hope your weekends are all amazing as well. And until next time, guys, enjoy your hobby. I'll see you later.